Okay, so my planet is Saturn, and I decided to make a hovercraft instead of a rover because if I made a rover, it wouldn't, Saturn is a gas giant, so it wouldn't be able to stay on its surface since it doesn't really have a surface. So this is a camera that's facing forward, so it can take pictures of it, like things that are in front of it, and then there's a camera up here that takes pictures upwards. And I named it Sally. The S stands for Saturn, the A stands for astronomical, the L is for lab, because kind of it is a lab, that's technically in space. And then learning helps NASA learn. And Y is for years because it's going to be in space for 2 years. I have a propeller that is, there is a nitrogen motor in this, or sorry, not nitrogen. No, I swear it starts with an Okay, so well,
You can go back to that one.
Yeah, so on this side I have a robotic arm that is used to pick up these tubes, and they will suck gas in, and it will help astronauts learn what types of gases Saturn is made of. The gases are, the main ones are methane, and hydrogen and helium, and then the minor ones are just ammonia and methane, and it's got like 0.5 oxygen in it. So this is kind of like a telescope. It helps see farther, and it can also tilt upwards to see Saturn's moons. Saturn has 62 moons. These are heat sinks. So there is a nuclear motor inside, and so Saturn is a really cold planet. It's negative 270 degrees Fahrenheit, and so the nuclear motor basically warms the thing, but since nuclear has a lot of power, and it would probably overheat this, even though Saturn is really cold. And so these are heat sinks. The heat basically follows the metal, and it kind of just lets out into the atmosphere. So these are two of them. And then here I have an antenna that can stay down or it can go up. And this is to get information from Earth to tell it where to go. And it also goes into here. This is where the pictures get sent to and other information it finds. And then that sends it to this, and this antenna sends it back to Earth. These are LED lights for when it turns night. And okay, so these are vents, and they also let the heat out of the motor. But if they let out too much, they can turn it into heaters to heat the Rover.
Ooh, I like that. Just depending on how the temperatures go, right?
Yeah, that's it. Cooper?
Don't the heat sinks cause global warming?
It would be in outer space, though. And Saturn is the 6th planet, so that's really close to Earth.
Which raises a question, though. If we have global warming here, what if we took heat and somehow put it into space? Just to release a giant vent.
That would be possible.
We need to design that as a scientist.
You would not have a hole in the atmosphere. Okay, Kylie?
So since Saturn is a gas giant, I was wondering if it could still have not an equator, a core? Yeah, a core.
I'm pretty sure it has a rocky.
Okay.
This one?
So, does your rover also
your hovercraft explore the rings too?
Yeah, it would explore the rings, and we have a pretty good idea of what they're made of. It's like ice, dust, and like chunks of rock and stuff. But it would still, look at the rings. Hunter.
Does Saturn have huge moons or small?
Some of them are small, but some of them are huge, and I'm pretty sure it shares a moon with either Jupiter or Uranus, and it's Titan. Or it's like 2 moons, but I'm pretty sure they're the same.
Do you know what they're called?
I don't know all of them since it has 62 moons, but I know there's one named Mephiel and there's Titan Nemus.
I think I heard that